Hi everyone, Charis here, and I am in my oak forest. This is the entrance to the part of the forest that I have claimed as my own little meditation spot. And it's interesting because behind this place I've never met another person. So even though the trail's right there, the more commonly held trail, and this is one that kind of comes off of the side, but it's a trail, but people don't seem to notice it. Anyway, so what this video is going to be about, first of all, this is video to mark day 5 of the 21-day CosmicYou Back to Nature challenge that I'm doing, which is very exciting, and I'm really enjoying hearing how people communicate with nature and connect with nature and find their balance in nature. But one of the things that we're doing as part of the challenge is every day you're supposed to interact with nature in a certain way. There are a bunch of different ways that you can do it. Some of them you don't really have to leave your house to do, like watch clouds for 10 minutes or something like that. And some of them are more intense, like this. I just happen to have an oak forest within like a 10-minute drive from my house, so which I wasn't even aware of until recently. And you would think that would be the first thing I would kind of zone in on. But if you guys watch my other videos, you know I've been on a great tree search. And so finally, for my birthday a few weeks ago, I was not gifted a tree, I was gifted a forest, which is really delicious and great. So anyway, lately what's been happening, and I know a lot of people's lives, I will venture to say that it's probably true for you watching this, if you're attracted to this type of information, is that you've been undergoing lots of transitions and lots of upgrades and shifts and difficult stuff. I'm not saying that everything's been bubblegum and rainbows and candy. I'm saying that you've had to face some of your deepest challenges, and so you've been forced to evolve as a result of that. Maybe it's all been loveliness and dandelion breezes for you. For me, it's been about half and half, depending on what particular issue we're dealing with at the time. But as with any challenge, if you come to it fully present, the other side of it is much easier to get to, and it comes very quickly. So anyway, back to nature. What I'm noticing is, as all of these things are coming up in us to be healed, and it kind of reminds me of a boil, or some type of, like a boiling pot of soup, and these things are coming up from the bottom and popping and needing to be released, or any type of toxin that comes out of your body. It needs to come up. It's usually going to have some type of thing. You have to experience it in some type of way, and then it clears. And that's been happening. Yesterday I was trying to nap, and I ended up doing a life review consciously in the body, in kind of a meditative kind of space. And I was going through all of the difficult challenges in my life, but I was like to childhood, and my very first memories of things that I experienced, or maybe times that I wasn't kind as a child, I was being forced to look at them and to live it through the other person's eyes and the other person's heart, which the only place I've ever heard of that is a life review after your incarnation is done. So we're doing conscious life reviews now. This is fantastic. This means that we're really evolving faster than we usually get to in only one incarnation. I don't know if you guys can hear those clicking sounds, but they're hugely activating, and I'm hoping that they can travel through to you, because here, I know that I'm not even recording it in any kind of surround sound way, so you don't have it, but one click will be over here and then one will be over here, and you can feel them activating your energy body and kind of making your awareness perk up, because when we're inside all day, usually sound comes from one place and usually light comes from one place, not the whole sky and then reflecting off of all the stuff in the forest. And sound doesn't come from this bug over here, those rustling leaves over here, a bird call back there. And so when you think about living life, doing it inside is not really living. Anyway, so nature healing. What's happening is we're having all of these traumas bubble up within us, and then as a result of that, we're having to grow. And what ends up happening when we come out into nature is that nature helps us to heal, because we are beings that are meant to connect. And so when we're inside with a bunch of dead things all around us, because even these trees around me, even these rocks around me, are all some type of living force. There's some type of energy field that is unmessed with because I'm in pristine nature. But since nature heals itself, and as you can see, I hope on the video, this place has been burned out. This was some of the fires that came over the mountains a few weeks ago, right around my birthday, actually. All this stuff happened at the same time. And so the land is really showing me how it comes back, because there's been this horrible fire, and yet almost all the trees are fine. Well, they're definitely singed and they're in trouble, but they are living. And I've only seen one tree that died in the fire, and I'm learning that all of the growth is cleared out so new, really beautiful stuff can come, and it's a natural thing that happens in any type of nature every now and then. It's actually good for these types of forests to get it every once in a while, and that this forest will always remember this fire in its memory. So this year is hugely transformative for the earth as well. But since nature is already doing a healing vibration on itself, because all the solar flares and all of the everything that's been going on influences the whole planet, not just our race as humans, then what you're seeing is that when you go out and plug in, your healing is amped up and sped up. So try it and try to connect. And you just connect by being present in your body and looking around you and seeing what there is to see and interacting with your thought and your emotion. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. Those of you who are joining me on Cosmic You, thank you. This is fun. I'm glad you're doing it. And everyone, I hope that you can enjoy your own ecosystem in the very near future, maybe even today. Have a wonderful day. Go in peace, and I'll talk to you again very soon.